Hello, hello. I think we are live. Let me know in the comment if you can hear me, if you can see me. Okay. It's an unscheduled live. I was not planning of doing that, but then I thought it's been a long time that we did the live interaction, and I have close to 30 minutes before my daughter wakes up. So I thought, why not? Let's have a quick live session. So yeah, if you can hear this audio or if you can watch me, so let me know in the comment and from where you are joining from and maybe your name. Yeah. So let's see. I'm not sure if anyone joined yet. Okay. MG Desire. Hello, buddy. How are you? I hope you are doing well. Let me just. Okay. Anyone else join? Hello, Chirag. Hello, how are you? Hello, Suman. How are you? Yes, we have few people join. Okay, and we already started getting question. Okay, how do you plan your day, organize work, and handle burnout? Okay, so I'll start with answering one question at a time. So, how do I plan my day? I plan over here. You know, that's how I plan my day. I'm not sure if you can see this, but there's a to-do list that I create every day for the entire week, and it has all the important tasks of the day. I create this at the beginning of every day, and I keep uh, checking it out whatever items I have completed. And this is how I organize work, how I plan my day. I wake up at 4 in the morning, I take a cold shower, and then I start working on YouTube, right? So, any research, any learning, any recording I do during that time till 7:30 a.m. And that's when my daughter wakes up. And after that, I just get busy with them. And after when I drop her at the daycare, after that, my office starts at 9 a.m, right? So from 4 I wake up, but around let's say 4:30 to 7:30 is the time that I work on YouTube and rest of the things, right? Handle burnout. I never face burnout because touch wood, because I enjoy doing what I do, right? So if you enjoy doing what you do, you never face any burnout. Burnout doesn't happen with overwork. Burnout happens when you don't enjoy the things that you are working on, and that's when it becomes a burden on you, and that's when it becomes something that you don't want to do but you are still doing it. So that's why I keep myself busy with the things that I like, that I love doing. Okay, I hope I have answered your question. uh okay, let's see what who else joined. Alexander from Serbia. Hello, Alexander. I hope you are doing well. And we have another questions from Pavana. Pavana Chebrolu. I am a BTech third year student. How can I start learning DevOps now? So, Pavana, what I would suggest before starting with DevOps, I would say focus on the fundamentals. Focus on the core computer engineering subjects. Focus on networking. Focus on Linux administration. You know, focus on those fundamentals. And if you are well versed with that, then yes, you can start DevOps. In my channel, I have shared a video about DevOps roadmap, and in that there'll be a GitHub repository which has step by step guidance. I have shared all the playlists that I have created till now, and I'll keep adding more to that. So start from there and let me know if you have any questions. Okay, and Suman is asking, can you please suggest if we can crack interview without practical project? No, I don't think so. You can do that. Maybe maybe if lucks favor you very much, then yes. But why do you want to take the shortcut? Why do you want to take why do you want to crack the interview without even doing the hands on? When, let's say, even if you get the job, you join there, they will give you a task, you won't be able to do it because you don't have the hands on experience. You only have like whatever you have learned, you only know that. So why do you want to put yourself in such a situation where you will regret that, why did not I learn it before? And that pressure would be really high. I tell you, trust me, because now you're not realizing this, but when you join a company and then there is a deadline, then your manager or your supervisor keeps asking you the progress and you wouldn't have any answer, right? So don't put yourself in that situation. That's what I would say. Okay. Abhishek is saying, I'm a developer, but I also loves to play around clouds and services. That's amazing. That's really good. Yes, do play with the services, but make sure you keep track of your cost, because sometimes, when we spin up the cloud services and we forget to destroy it, we forget to release the services, it keeps accumulating cost, and then at the end you will be piled up with a huge bill, and then you will regret, why did I started this playing with the cloud. Yeah, so make sure you understand the pricing of whatever you are using. Make sure you destroy the services after each use, and if it's not live website, and make sure that you set budgets and alerts for all those services. And yes, that should be good. Okay, the next question is, how long it will take to become DevOps? That's there is no such timelines that anyone can set. Like, how long would it take? It totally depends on your current skill set, your experience, your current knowledge level. What are you learning? How are you learning? And the current job market, where are you applying, what's your target roles. There are a hell lot of things, and so there is no definite timing. But I would say, if you are someone who's a fresher, who is just started uh, who has just started learning DevOps or cloud, I would say it could take anywhere from 6 months to 1 year, or even more than that. But at least 6 months is something that I would highly recommend you to spend on learning, doing the hands-on project, because it's not just about learning, it's about implementing the learning in the real-time hands-on projects as well, documenting it on a GitHub repository or a blogging platform, and networking with the like-minded individual. It's all part of a journey. Learning alone would not help you much, right? You have to do the other things as well. So that is why what I would suggest is at least 6 months, up to 1 year, or more than that. It totally depends on you. uh, it's been 3 months. I'm jobless. I'm trying to attempt interview but getting rejected either in the first round or the second round. I'm losing my confidence, bro. Could you please guide me, please? Okay, so uh, I'm sorry that this is happening to you, and trust me, you are not the only one who is there in this particular situation. Many of us faces the same issue. Many of us, even in the comment section now, would be facing the same issues. But you should consider yourself lucky that you are even getting interview calls. There are people who are not even getting interview calls. So this is what I would suggest. If you were not getting the interview calls, then the problem is something with your resume or with your skill set, or something that you need to work on with before preparing for the interview. But since you are getting the interview calls, now you need to work on your skills. Now you need to work on the things that they are asking in the interview, but you are not able to answer, or you are not able to explain properly. So try to find out that gap. Where is that gap happening? Is it because you have not done a lot of hands on? So this is what you need to do. Is it because you have been asked the questions about a particular tool or technology that you have not worked with or not learned yet? So this is where you need to work on yourself, right? So it's really a good sign that you are getting the interview calls, you are going to first round or second rounds. Treat this as a good sign. Keep yourself upskilled. Try to learn new tools and technologies, try to learn whatever they are asking, so you will see the pattern. After you give a couple of interviews or you apply to jobs, you will see the job description, you will see a pattern, like what they are asking these days. Let's say Terraform is there in most of the interviews, so this is what you need to learn. Kubernetes is there in most of the interview, so this is what you need to learn and implement and do the hands on. So work on your skill, try to upskill yourself, and you will find yourself in a better position. And if you are failing the interview, that does not mean you are not good. Okay, it's okay to fail. Fail more, fail fast, that's okay. It's all part of the learning experience. You just need one yes, you just need one acceptance from the interviewer or the hiring manager, and that's all it takes. But to get that one yes, one acceptance, one offer, you need to fail multiple times. You need to fail hundreds of times, only then you will be able to get that one yes. So keep doing it, keep learning, keep upskilling, keep applying for the job, do networking with the people, build projects, do the hands on, do whatever it takes. Remember the reason why you have started all this. There is a reason behind that, so keep that reason in your mind always, and you will find yourself in a better position. I wish you good luck, and I'm sure it will definitely things will definitely change for you. It will definitely happen for you, so don't worry about it, just keep trying. Okay. Hello Ravi, I hope you are doing well. Let me in the comment section. Okay, the next is over here. Clearing the interviews but not getting offered due to hiring freeze happened with me twice. Feeling demotivated. Okay, so there are Sovik, same thing that I've just explained. You know, you are able to clear the interviews, right? Getting the offer is not in your hand. Presenting the best version of yourself in front of interviewer is what's there in your hand. So keep focusing on the things that you can control. If there is a hiring freeze, if the company is going through some bad time, or if they are not hiring anymore, these things are not in your control. So why you are worrying about those things? You are clearing the interview, that's a good sign. So you should keep getting more interviews, you should keep upskilling yourself, and yes, you just need to be at the good place at the right time, right? At the right place at the right time, that's what you need. So it's okay to feel demotivated, but don't let that s- uh, make you sidetrack of what you were achieving or what you were trying to do earlier, right? So keep trying. Sorry, keep trying, keep giving interviews. It's okay if the hiring freeze is there in a couple of companies, that's all right, that's not the end of the world. If you have cleared a couple of interviews for the few companies, you are good enough to clear more interviews, more companies, maybe the better ones. Maybe there is an opportunity waiting for you that's better than what you thought was right for you, right? So just keep doing what you are doing, man. Yeah, you got this, don't worry about it. Okay, I have completed your CKA course for projects, but what should I add? I'm a fresher. Will a simple intermediate project suffice, like deploying microservices on EKS? No, if you are like, let's say, even if you are fresher and you think just adding a simple project would help you elevate your resume, just think about the thing that hundreds of other freshers or thousands of other freshers would be thinking the same way. Ideally, you should be thinking about how can I get ahead of all those thousands of freshers. And you can do that by making it as complex as possible. Even if you are adding one single project to your resume, make it as complex as possible, that others won't be able to replicate the same. Okay, so let's say you are saying, just for an example, deploying microservices on EKS cluster. That's nothing. You can do that in a couple of hours, right? So why would a company hire you for the thing that you have just done in a couple of hours, right? So try to think from the company's perspective. Okay. So think about the ways you can elevate it further. Think about the ways you can make it as complex as possible. Why are you just deploying the microservices on EKS? Why are you not provisioning the EKS with Terraform? Why you are not setting up Git branches? Why you are not handling the handling the, what do we call it, why are you not handling the deviations through GitOps, such as Argo CD? Why are you not implementing CI CD on this? Monitoring, alerting, logging, everything. So if you have one project, make it as big as possible, make it as complex as possible, and you will find yourself in a better position. Okay. Okay. Hello, Sandy. How one should not getting lost deep in DevOps tool, as each one as a domain only relevant for project, only know relevant for project and scenario. Okay. So I would say, if you focus on fundamentals, right, it will be easier for you to learn new tools and technologies. Yes, like DevOps is one of those fields where you have to keep evolving, keep adapting new tools and technologies, because there are so many tools, right? But it's never about tools. Even if you get a good level of expertise with one tool in each domain, that's more than enough for you to crack an interview, to get a job, or to prove yourself wherever you are working. But then you should spend some time on it. It's not like, it's not, learning a tool is not like a checkbox. You just learn a couple of things and do a checkbox. You have to really spend some time on it, whatever it takes. If it's gonna take 15 days, 30 days, whatever it's gonna take, make sure that you get certain level of expertise, that if anyone gives you a scenario, a task, you should be able to accomplish that using that tool, right? So that's why, I never really advocate 100 days of DevOps, or learn Linux, or learn Jenkins in 21 days, or so on, right? Because it takes a lot of time. If you have a look at my playlist, Kubernetes fundamentals, only the fundamentals take at least 40 to 50 days. And that's what I have created the playlist for. For Azure, for Terraform, I have created the playlist for 28 days, because that's what it takes to learn each of the scenarios that is covered in Terraform, right? So make sure you spend some really good time, do the hands on, and invert particular area first before moving to the other tools. It's not learning the fundamentals, learning the basics, and just be done with it and move to other tools. Don't do that. Okay. And once you have gained that level of expertise, then it is okay to just keep practicing what you already know. Okay. So what I would suggest, to learn the new tool when you move to a project that needs the new tool, or when you move to a company that needs the new tool, or when you think that this tool is relevant in the market nowadays, but I don't have enough experience with this. Okay. But before that, you need to do the bare minimum to get a job. The bare minimum is one tool each domain, and that's it. That's what you have to do. I'm not sure if I was able to answer your question, but let me know if you have any follow up questions. Okay. There are a lot of questions, so let me pick in the same sequence. Thank you so much, Vignesh. I really appreciate it. Okay. Okay. Suvendu, how much is left of your TF playlist? TF playlist. This week I didn't get the time to upload the new videos, but 23 videos have been uploaded. 5 are pending. So next week I'll upload couple of videos, and the week next to that I'll upload the rest of it. So 5 videos are pending, right? But it's already done. It's already a couple of those are in editing phase, but then everything is ready. So I'll upload it as soon as possible. I'm getting calls only from service based companies, not from top product based companies. How to fix it? Jay Kumar, what I would suggest is, if you are getting calls, then yes, it's a good sign. But if you specifically wants to get into top product based companies, then you have to put some extra effort from your side. So what is it that you are doing so that they can call you? Okay, so think about that. Just having a good resume, good skill and experience wouldn't guarantee that you would get calls from big tech companies, right? Most of the big tech companies don't even go to the job portals such as Naukri or Monster. They go through your online presence, your GitHub profile, the work that you have done, the mentorship that you have done, the open source contribution that you have done. Think about and see that whether you have done all of these things or any of these things, right? If not, then this is what you need to work on. You need to work on uh, sharing your projects on GitHub, creating blogs out of it, um, open source contribution. Try to mentor people if you can, if you have time, right? And do the things that would make you visible on the social media. And social media, I don't mean Instagram or TikTok, right? I mean LinkedIn, Twitter. Those are some good places from where people reach out to you. If I talk about my experience, a Google recruiter reached out to me from LinkedIn. Amazon recruiter reached out to me from LinkedIn, right? Because of the things that I share on LinkedIn, like the projects that I share, the videos, tutorial I share, or the blogs that I share, all of those things. So try to work on those things, try to work on open source, try to work on community contribution, and then you will see some change, right? Or try to do networking with the people who are already there in those companies, right? Don't just DM random people and ask for referral. Try to make some meaningful connections. Try to showcase your work to them so that they should be able to refer you, right? So do all those things, and I hope it will work for you. Okay, there are so many questions again. Duh, 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 duh. I have learned Git, AWS, Cloud, Docker, confused which to start next. Go through the roadmap video that I have published on my channel, and it will help you answer all these questions. Please suggest common Terraform and K8's question for interview. See, I can suggest, but that's not what I would recommend. You know, you can spend hours and days and weeks searching for the interview questions and searching for the interview scenarios, but that wouldn't help you unless you do all the hands on and learning by yourself. I never had to go through any interview questions. If I have learned and implemented the tool or the technology or the project by myself end to end, when you do the end to end hands on, that's where you know the end to end flow. That's where you find out what else I can do in that. That's where, when you face the issue, and that's when you will know how to fix the issue and what was the fix, what was the steps that you took to fix the issue. Interview questions won't cover these things. So I would recommend doing all the practice by yourself. I would recommend going through all the scenarios. For Terraform and Kubernetes, I have end-to-end series on my channel. Go through that. I have covered many of the scenarios in those videos, like in Terraform, and there'll be many more upcoming, because you know those scenarios are mostly on the research that I did, and also from the viewers. People comment like, can you make a video on this topic? And if it has enough requests, I create a video on that particular topic. For example, one of the hot topic was, how do we upgrade a Kubernetes cluster using Terraform with minimum downtime. So I have created a video for that in Terraform series. It will be, I guess, 27th or 28th video. We'll be uploading that soon. So I would say focus on implementing the tools, technologies, use cases by yourself rather than focusing on getting the interview questions, right? The next question is, in future you have planned dedicated SRE playlist with Prometheus, Elk and Datadog. I'm not sure, Sandy. If enough people request it, then sure, why not? If not, like if there are only a few people who are planning to watch it, then there is no point of creating the entire playlist because it takes a lot of efforts, time and money as well, because I outsource the video editing, thumbnail editing and so on. So I have to pay out of my pocket for the videos that don't work, right? So yeah, maybe if there is enough request, that is why I have shared it earlier as well. I have created a platform. It's called request dot tech tutorials with piyush.com, and over there you can vote on the existing topics. Don't add new topics now because there is already a lot of topics people have added already. So vote on the existing topic, and whichever request has the highest number of votes, I'll work on creating the videos for that, and I'll keep doing that for every month, right? So make sure you check out that website. um okay, I'm aiming for a cloud engineer role as a fresher with strong experience in core services. To stand out, I also earned solution architect, uh, okay, SAA, which is uh, AWS solution architect certified. I just want to let them know I have Kate's experience, what kind of projects to do. Okay, so this is what I have explained already, right? For Kate's, if you check my Kubernetes series, there is a Kate project which involves hosting a Docker registry on Kubernetes. So check that out and try to improve it further. Try to add a front end to it. Try to put it behind an ingress, and do that with the help of Terraform. Everything has to be done via Terraform. And then additionally, what you can do is you can implement CI/CD to that particular project using GitHub Actions and Argo CD. So create one project, but it has to be end to end. It has to be big enough that covers most of the scenarios. Okay. Um, I have my CK tomorrow. Is your content enough? I have finished almost 20 videos on test. Do we need to watch lengthy Mumshad Munambat Udemy course? So Mumshad's course is something that I recommend myself, even though I have free content available on my YouTube. But then the way he explained it's really good, and we should appreciate if someone is doing the good work. So yes, you can watch that if you want, but make sure, what I would suggest and what my content does not have at this moment, there are some changes that's been implemented on 18th of Feb. So today is what, 20th of Feb, right? So there are some new changes in the CK exam that was introduced in 18th of Feb. So make sure you go through the exam guide, make sure you understand what has been changed, right? So there are some new topics added. So there is admission controller, uh, custom controller, admission webhooks, then there are operators, Helm, customize. There are a couple of more topics. So these topics are newly added. So make sure you understand those as well. And those topics are not part of my CK yet. I'm planning to create videos on that. Hopefully, it will come out in a couple of weeks. I'm still planning. I'm still recording it, so that should be done. But if Mumshad course has those videos already, make sure you go through them, or from wherever you are learning. That doesn't matter. But make sure you go through the latest exam guide of CK. Okay. Okay, I got Solution Architect Associate certificate and have AC 900. What certification can I go next? AWS Developer, DevOps, or try Azure Associate? I would say, if you already have associate and fundamental certification on cloud, I would say you should go with the Kubernetes CKA certification. That has a lot of values, and the reason behind that is because it is hands-on, performance based exam. So there are no MCQs, there are no fill in the blanks multiple choice questions. No, it's all hands-on exam, where you will be given the sandbox, where you will be given the task, and you have to implement it. You have to fix the issues on the live sandbox, and based on that you will get the marks. So CK exam is something that I would recommend to everyone. And not, I'm not saying just because I have created playlist on CK. I have created playlist on many certifications, for GCPAs, for AZ900, for DP900, for for AZ900 I've already told you, for Terraform Associate, for what else, for CK is there. Yes, so I also have playlist for all other exams as well, but I'm not recommending those. I'm recommending CK because this has a lot of value if you see. And like, it's okay if you don't want to get more certification, you can focus on implementing the real time projects. That would also be helpful. I am very expired from your Zero to Hero series, Brajesh. I personally believe, and I personally hope that you meant I am very excited from your Zero to Hero series. I I want to believe that it's a typo, but yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I I got the intention. Thank you so much. थैंक यू सर, आप बहुत ज़्यादा आगे जाएंगे. थैंक यू सो मच ब्रदर. Okay. Kavindu, thank you, sir, for your free 3 months Code Cloud subscription. Much appreciated. So, anyone else who hasn't watched my video with Mumshad on my channel, so Mumshad has kindly offered a 3 month of free Code Cloud subscription for my channel's viewer. So, go and watch that video, and you can sign up for a free 3 month of Code Cloud subscription without even mentioning your credit card details. So, go check it out. Okay. What else? I guess the time is 7:40. I have to rush now because it's time to wake up my daughter if she's not awakened yet. Let me see if I have any questions. Okay. Hope you're doing well. Are there any future upcoming session of AKS, GKE, or EKS? Yes, there could be. There could be multiple sessions on each of those. For AKS, I have already done some of the projects in the Terraform series. So check that out. I have created the entire project to provision AKS cluster using custom modules in Terraform. So that's one. There is one for blue green deployment, I guess. So there already are many projects in my channel for AKS. So you can check that out. For EKS and GKE, I can plan if there are enough requests. Okay. Playlist on Jenkins just like Terraform. Vishal, for Jenkins, I have a playlist. It's not that long and it does not cover everything, but I have a playlist of 7 videos, I guess. I created it long time back. So I guess it will be a good start to go through it and to check because nowadays I feel learning Jenkins is not enough, but Jenkins is something that you should start with your CI/CD journey, right? So if you got that covered already, then I guess you should be working on some modern CI/CD tools such as GitHub Actions or GitLab CI/CD or Azure DevOps. And for Azure DevOps, I have created the entire playlist. Okay. What else? How many certifications do you have, and can you tell about your day to day job? I have 17 or 18 certifications. I have certifications in all the clouds like AWS, GCP, Azure, and CK. I gave CK twice, one in 2020, I guess, and one recently, few months back. And Terraform certification, Jenkins certification. Yeah, I have a quite lot of certifications. My day to day job is currently, like, I used to work with GKE as part of my day to day job, GKE and Anthos. So any enterprise customer, if they face any issue, they open incident or they open a case with Google support, I just understand the issue and try to help them troubleshoot it, and if they needs any fix, that fix needs to be applied, all those kind of things. So that's the main responsibility. But then we had some additional responsibility as well to work on the automation tools, to build the automation tools for the customers, for internal use, for external use, and so on, right? And these tools are not just CI/CD pipeline or infrastructure provisioning. These tools that solves a problem, that many of the customers are facing, right? We also contribute to open source tools, such as there is one tool called GCP Diag, in which I have done some contribution, and I'm planning to do more. Um, Currently, I am working with the AI hypercomputers, which is when customers are hosted on, Google Cloud, and they are using either GPUs or TPUs to run their AI ML workload. And if they face any issues related to orchestration, related to infrastructure, related to host machines, or anything that is related to, that is hindering their workloads or their training jobs. So I'm working on that at the moment. So yeah, let's take one more question. I have to say thank you also. I got CK thanks to you. Now I'll do AZ900 Terraform Associate. It's not only about the certification, it also gives a lot of insurance. Yes, that's actually true. It's never about the certification. It's about the learning path that you take, while preparing for that certification. So that puts you in a better position, in a better learning roadmap than checking out the roadmap from here and there. So I'm glad that the CK playlist was helpful. Thank you so much for the good words. And yes, for the AZ900, for the Terraform, I have playlists as well. So check it out, do the hands-on, and make the most of it. So thank you again. Okay, so I think we are done now. Pramod is asking what we need to learn in DevOps. Pramod, check out the video on my channel. It's about DevOps roadmap, so you will get the answer. Um, will there be OpenShift session in the future? I'm not sure. If we get enough requests, then sure, why not? But just OpenShift, understand this. OpenShift is just a managed service on top of Kubernetes. So if you have a good understanding of Kubernetes, if you have learned Kubernetes very well, then I don't think there'll be any issues in learning OpenShift or EKS or AKS or GKE. That's it. Okay. Okay, so I have to go now. So again, thank you so much. I wish you have a good day. I wish you have the good rest of the day or the evening, wherever you are from. So I'm just gonna take leave for now, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much. Happy learning.